Hi guys, what's up? It is AnnaLouise and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is one I've been personally waiting to do for a long time. It's no doubt that I love Ariana Grande. I think we probably all know that by now, especially if you've been a subscriber for me over the years. You would probably know. I mean, I even have a tattoo. Why am I doing this? I'm ridiculous. I have a tattoo from her song Breathin'. It says Breathin' on my arm. And she's very special to me. I won't get into the sappiness of it, but she really has. Her and her music has helped me through a lot of rough times in my life. And so when I heard that Ariana Grande was coming out with her own makeup line, oh my god, someone's calling me. Okay, I'm back. And I think I may have zoomed you in a little bit more. I don't know. We'll zoom in more when we get into it. But whenever I heard that she was coming out with her own makeup line and having it called REM Beauty, which I love because I love the song REM, I was so stoked. And I knew I had to have everything because I'm allergic to perfume. So I couldn't have her perfumes. I have tons of her shirts. And I'm like, makeup is my thing, y'all. I got this. So anyway, I ordered the makeup and I finally have it here in my hands. And so we're gonna do an honest review of REM Beauty today. Yes, I love her, but that is not going to sway what I tell you guys. Like, I will give it honest to God thoughts and let you know how I truly feel about the makeup, if it's good, if it's worth it, whatever. And so if you guys want to see my honest review of REM Beauty, which is Ariana Grande's new makeup line, make sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. With that being said, let's hop right on in. Alright, you guys, so I've zoomed you in. Should I do it a little bit more? Is this good, do you guys think? Okay, so I've zoomed you in. I do want to note that I feel like her makeup line came out at the beginning of November. It's been a long time. When I say I was ready for that launch, I was ready. I sleep in like pretty late into the morning, and this was going to come out really early in the morning, so I set my alarm. I was ready to be on top of ordering everything, and as soon as the time in the morning hit, I got on top of it. I ordered all the stuff, and then after I ordered it, at the like receipt part of the ordering process, it mentioned that if you ordered certain shades, then they would not be like shipped out until December 13th. And I was like, what? Because I'd waited so long. And that's just, that wasn't even the point. I guess I was a little disappointed that they didn't mention that beforehand, because, you know, I probably wouldn't have gotten those shades because there was so much I liked. I just would have grabbed something else. And I think it bothered me the most is because I was so excited to do this review, because when I tell you I got a lot, this box is full. And I was like, you know, I don't splurge a lot like this on makeup all the time. And I'm like, finally I can do pretty much a full review. And then also, you know, different beauty influencers and etc. get PR, so they get stuff like this ahead of time to get the videos out before everyone else. And I'm like, I really was thinking I was gonna get the chance this time to kind of hurry up and get a video out, and then I was like, oh my god, it's not even gonna ship till December 13th. And that was a bummer. Like, I'm not gonna say like that has anything to do with the makeup. I'm just saying it made me sad. And then finally, when my stuff was shipped, mind you, I ordered it right when the whole launch came out. People were receiving their stuff before me, and that ordered way after me that I've seen on social media. So I reached out to them, and because my tracking number wasn't working, and they answered immediately, which was wonderful, and said that it had been sent. And, you know, like, if any other thing happens, like, let them know. More and more people kept getting theirs that ordered way after me. I hadn't, so I reached out to them, and then nothing, no answer, and I still don't have a response back from them to this day, even though yes, it did come. So that was kind of alarming. Those were like two negative things I have to say about like what happened. And it wasn't that I was trying to be impatient, it was just I was really concerned because the tracking number wasn't working, and then everyone else was receiving things. And mind you, I received one box in the mail with one single lipstick and no invoice, and I was like, what? And I was so scared that they had forgotten the rest of my order. So that was another part of the whole email process, but that's besides the point. I have everything today. I think the only things that I don't have in this big box is a lipstick, the eyeliner, and the mascara. I'm not a mascara person because I wear fall season. I just use whatever mascara to blend. Eyeliner is not something I really want to spend my money on when I have what's good enough. It's just not my priority. And I hate the feeling of any kind of matte lipstick on my lips. I'm a gloss gal. And I've got glosses, so don't worry. Alright, so what I want to do is I do want to do swatches of all this stuff for you guys to see. So before I apply everything that I got on my face, I will do swatches. So I will go ahead and insert those here. Alright, you guys, let's actually get into the video. Finally. I have on my face like all of my makeup besides what I got from REM Beauty, and I got an eyeshadow palette, like 4 different liquid eyeshadows. I got 2 different glosses, 1 lip stain. I got a highlighter and eyelashes. So let's go ahead, and I always start with my eyes, so that's what we're gonna do. And I already have my eyes, you know, primed. For this, I just have some concealer over them with powder as my prime. However, I usually actually use a base. And Leo, my cat's up here, and he's going to demand that he helps, and he's probably going to get in the way. But anyway, this is the eyeshadow palette that I got. It says, obviously, REM Beauty. I love the song REM. I already said that. This is in the baby doll one. So these are the colors. I just thought this one would be the one I would use the most. Alright, so anyway, I saw a lot of people complain about the packaging. A lot of people said it looked cheap, and I don't know, like, I would have to disagree with the looks. To me, when I very first saw the looks, it was very Thank You Next, like the whole album. It just screamed like the Thank You Next, like with her song, you know, NASA that she has, very space themed, which is very her. It is very true to her, which I can appreciate. So what I'm doing, oh man, my eyes are already creasing, and that's why I don't use concealer on a regular daily basis to prime my eyes. Hold on. All right, so people, of course, like it screamed NASA. By the way, what I'm gonna do, I'm just getting down a base because we're gonna use liquid eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the lightest one, which is this one, and then start like incorporating this one right here. So anyway, it is very true to her. I like believe that wholeheartedly, and so that I can appreciate. And to me, when I first saw it, what it reminded me of is those really mega expensive eyeshadow palettes that sometimes are only like a quad. They come with like 4 shades, and they're extremely expensive because they're from like certain brands. Wow, hello, look at that light. All right, anyway, they come from like brands like, I don't know why Dior is coming in my head, maybe just even like Charlotte Tilbury, but not. But brands that are like really bougie, that only come out with like 4 something eyeshadows at a time. And a lot of times they are in that like rectangular shape. I mean, that's what I think and see when I look at them. So people were complaining about that, saying it looked really early 2000s child makeup. I disagreed. I thought if the components looked like that of a really bougie eyeshadow palette, that may not be worth it. And that's not talking about her shadows, I'm just saying. And then when I watched the reviews of the people who got the stuff in PR, they said that it felt very heavy and like metal to them. So I was like, okay. And then I got it in, and now with the feeling of the component, I would have to disagree. I don't think it feels heavy. It's kind of lightweight to me, and it feels more plasticky, like it's not cold metal. I don't know. Like, I don't know really where they got that, at least the people that I watch. However, that's not a complaint. I'm just saying it doesn't feel like heavy, like metal to me. So anyway, all I'm doing right now is just building this up in my crease. So I have those 2 pretty built up in my creases, and that's just like a first like little lay down of the color that I wanted to like actually get down in my crease. Okay, so next what I really want to do is address the shimmer shades in this. So like these are not going to be the focal points of like the eye look. I'll put some on my lid because honestly it's not going to affect like what I do at all. So I'll put some on my lid. But okay, I'm someone who likes a mega sparkly eye, and I'll wear that mega sparkly eye to go to the store, and I will not give any cares at all. and these are just not super sparkly. If you're someone on the day, like on the daily, who goes to the office, like a 9-to-5 job, goes to the office and needs something more subtle and where you don't look like a disco ball, yes, I'm calling myself out, then maybe this is definitely for you. However, they're not like super sparkly. Can you kind of just see how they're kind of not super sparkly on the eye? Yeah, they're really just not. And that was kind of a disappointment even to me when I use like a setting spray. They're not. And I'm just like throwing these down on my lid because, like I said, we're going to put a liquid eyeshadow over it, and trust me, I've, you know, experimented with these and it doesn't affect the outcome. But yeah, like they're not just super sparkly. So if you like something super sparkly, you may not like these. I still will use them like to put down under other eyeshadows because, I mean, that works too, and I like to experiment. But if you are someone who likes something a little more natural and you go to like the office on a day-to-day, or, you know, a 9-to-5 job where you just don't want to look like a disco ball, then yeah, you probably like these. Okay, you guys, you're zoomed back in. I don't know if you're like zoomed back in at the same place, but you're zoomed back in. So anyway, I'm just gonna continue to kind of build up those colors. I just use a different mirror because this mirror doesn't go all the way back, so it's kind of hard to see it, like, because it doesn't, you get what I'm saying, go all the way back. So I just use a different mirror. All right, guys, so I'm back and I've just kind of built the colors up in my crease. Like I said, ignore the shimmer shades on my lid because we're about to cover it up. So I did get 2 liquid eyeshadows. I'm a huge fan of liquid eyeshadows, and I hold them to high standards. The REM Beauty ones, she has a lot, including matte ones, which I thought were really cool, and I've never ever owned one, so I had to get 2. So I got 2 of them. One is in the shade Be Right Back, so BRB. One is in the shade, the little heart symbol, like the, with the 3, the old-fashioned heart symbol. And then we have Fembot and Nerd. These are the 2 I was the most excited for, though, because they are like the shimmery liquid eyeshadows. And I chose them just because, first of all, Fembot looked really, really cool, and like, just look at it, like in the different lights, it kind of pulls different colors. I don't know how well this is pulling off on camera, but I just thought it was super cute. And then I wanted to go for a darker one since I got the really light one, which is Fembot. So then I got Nerd, and it's just a gorgeous sultry color. But for this one and my outfit, because my outfit today is like low-key kind of a throwback, it's like a terry cloth and Nike. I'm like really wanting to do an early 2000s kind of thing. So we're going to go with Fembot because it kind of screams the early 2000s, not going to lie. We're going to use Miss Fembot on the eyes, and that's what we're going to do right now in kind of like a cut crease manner. Alright guys, so here is Fembot on my eyelids. So some things to notice, or note I guess you could say, about this one is it's a kind of a dry formula. It's not super wet and like packs like a whole bunch on at once. When you pull it out, not a lot gets on the doe foot, but like this tiny, see that like little like clump of it? Hello, focus. Can you tell it's got like a clump? So like a little bit kind of goes on, and then you just kind of re-dip it. It's not like really liquefied, if that makes sense. So that's one thing to note with the formula. And by the way, that's not a good or bad thing, I'm just noting it. And then also another thing to note is in the actual like tube itself, it pulls kind of like a gold, yellowy gold color, and then in the light you see like the iridescence, and that's what drew me to it, because these days I really don't wear a whole bunch of like bright colors or pastels anymore. I kind of gravitate towards neutral, so I was like, ooh, this is a really cool neutral shade with a kick. But then when you put it on the eyes, it actually does pull more of the blue. So it does look a little bit different in the container than when you put it on the eyes, but I still think it's really fun, and it is like neutral enough, especially when you pair it with whatever matte brownie kind of shadows you're going with, that it works. But just beware that it does pull off more of the colored color of it than like the browns. Oh my god, Leo! So I'm just zooming you in a little bit more to kind of see what it looks like. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my eyeliner, and then we're going to get into the lashes. All right, now my eyeliner is on, so let's start talking about the lashes. Also really fast, I do want to mention with the two matte shades that I didn't use, I know that you did see the swatches before, and I want to mention that I have tested out one of these, and what I did with it is I put a few dots in my crease and blended it out with a blending brush, and to be honest, it did quite well. I actually loved using it that way, not as an overall lid shade, but blending it out as you would kind of a powder shadow. So I wanted to mention, if you wanted to try that, I think it works really good, and I'm really excited to play with those more. But now for the lashes, which I have tried once, so they're not in there that well. These are the Eternally Meowing. I'm telling you, I love the names. Alrighty, so the lashes are on. I'm trying to, what do I think about them? I don't know. Maybe I like them more than what I originally thought. Which, you know, with this complaint, this is just a me thing. The lashes are not bad. Anyway, if you like an everyday lash, then you'll probably like these. I mean, they do look really pretty. I don't know. I think I may like them more than what I thought I did. Maybe my eyeliner that day wasn't as like thick and black as it usually is, which can also help. But yeah, here are the lashes. So they are definitely more of an everyday. But yeah, I like them. They are in Eternally Meowing. By the way, do you like this more relaxed like makeup video? It's definitely not as uniform. I'm in my bedroom doing it, and I've been getting up a lot, and it's probably not at the same like zoom in kind of thing 24/7. But yeah, do you like that? It's kind of chaotic, but kind of fun. I don't know. It's a little bit different than the other makeup videos I've done. Anyway, let me know. But those, like I said, are the lashes. They are $16, which is, it's a lot for me, but it's Ariana Grande, so I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna get them. But the other stuff, honestly, to be completely honest with you, that girl could have charged way more than what she did, and I appreciate that she didn't. So next, let's go to the highlighters. This is what the box looks like. I appreciate the way they do it. I think it's really cool. This is the Interstellar Highlighter Topper in Miss Saturn. It says get a next level highlight with this weightless multi-dimensional topper. So they had a lot of like the funky colors that I'm not into, but that's just my personal thing. And I wanted a normal, just like everyday color, and I think this, and this is wrong on my part, I tried to choose between Miss Saturn and Miss Mercury to get the lightest one, because even when I have a tan, for some reason I'm pretty much in the freaking lightest shade of everything, and I think I messed up and I got the second lightest, so it's not as light as I would want it. I think that's my fault, or maybe it's not. Maybe I did choose the lightest one. I don't know if Miss Mercury or Miss Saturn is, but I need like a really icy, I need a really light highlighter shade. But this is the one that I got, and it's really pretty. So like I said, I think it was my mess up on which one was lightest, but this one is still a little too dark for me. I mean, it's not that bad of darkness, but it's just, I like it blinding, and it kind of takes away from the blinding effect. Like, if you can see it, I don't know, there's that little bit of light, or just away with this light compared to this side. You can kind of see it. It's not super blinding though, so if you like a blinding highlight, you may not like this. You could probably build it up, but you know, and I do like a blinding highlight, but the only way where I would say I have a bias, in my opinion, is skewed, is that it's Ariana, so I'm still gonna wear it, you know, and I'm gonna be happy with it because like I'm just excited to own her stuff. However, yes, I do prefer a more blinding highlight, and I don't think that this one is blinding as some, but it would also maybe a little bit more blinding if it was a little bit lighter, like I said, so that could have been my problem. However, I do think it's really beautiful for like right down the center of the nose. Like that does look really nice, and I'm sorry I'm looking at the viewfinder, you guys, a lot, but I'm just trying to like make sure that everything is in frame and not blurry. But yeah, there it is on the nose. I'll put some on the Cupid's bow. And there we go. Also, I do want to apologize if the video is like a legit wreck / hot mess. I'm sorry, I'm just testing out like new ways to film makeup videos if I enjoy it one way over the other. because, you know, like, I know the lighting's probably not the best. However, I'm not a beauty YouTuber, so even though I love makeup and would love to do more makeup videos, but yeah, just let me know how you like it, and I hope it's not too chaotic for you, and I hope you are getting good, valuable information out of this review. All right, so I guess the last and final thing we have to do is lips. So let's look at the lip shades I have. So first of all, I do have the lip stain, and it is called Practically Permanent Lip Stain Marker, and it's in the shade Popular, which I have something to say about that. When I first became a fan of Ariana Grande, I was obsessed with the song, the Popular song that she did with, is it Mika? I don't remember, and I'm sorry about that, but the Popular song, I listened to it on repeat, but I love the Popular song. This is the lip stain, and then I have the two plumping glosses in Pink Razor and BCR. So anyway, let's go ahead and go with the lip stain marker in Popular. I have never owned a lip stain, so I had to get one of these, and they were all more berry colors, which usually I don't go for. However, with this lip stain, it's almost like just the smallest wash of color, and I'm gonna show you. So get a good look at my lips now, and let's actually apply this lip stain. And these are my lips now. I think it's a very fun product. It just pretty much provides a very light wash of color on your lips, and it just kind of looks like your lips. It doesn't look like you actually have a lip product on. I think that is pretty cool. So I do like this because it does make my lips more like chapped and rosy, and then I love to put a gloss on it, so that's what we're gonna do. I will say, I feel like if you lick your lips enough, because it is dry feeling, then it's just gonna kind of come off. That is one thing. And then I guess the other thing is it's pretty dry. You really have to push to get a lot of color on, but I still think it's a really cool product, and I've been using it every day. So now let's go ahead with Pink Razor. So I thought that this would have a stick and like a doe foot, but it doesn't. It's one of these guys. And I do have chronic illnesses and a lot of issues with pain in my hands, etc. Things sometimes are really hard to squeeze. This is kind of hard to squeeze. Like, it's kind of stiff, which I'd much rather have like the doe foot on the stick than one of these, because I also feel like it's harder to get precise, you know, like, if that makes sense. Let me go ahead and apply it. So I'm just going to squeeze it and get some of the product up. It does get easier to squeeze over time. I will say that. It does get easier to squeeze over time. Sorry, I don't know why I was trying to talk while actually applying it. As you can tell, it took that kind of berry color and really shimmied it down to a lighter pink. But I think it matches our eyes well. And then you can feel that nice pepperminty burn, and I love it. And it's not too bad, by the way. It doesn't hurt. It just feels nice. But if you don't like that pepperminty, burning, mentholy feel on your lips, then you will not like it at all. I will say that. Alright, so I just blended in my lashes with a little bit of mascara, and I will go ahead and insert a better picture on screen with better lighting of this makeup look, and then let's go ahead and get to the final thoughts. So I'm going to zoom you guys back out. Wrong way. Alright, so I zoomed you guys back out a little bit. This is the final makeup look. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Ariana Grande's makeup line? Let me know all your thoughts down below and what products you like best, what you're gravitating towards, what you have, or maybe what you want to get. Let's go ahead and talk about my favorites, the pros, the cons, whatever. So in this video, I tried to prove myself that I was going to give my honest opinion, and I was going to be as nitpicky as possible, and I think I did that. And a lot of this stuff is just my own personal preference, and it's really nothing against the makeup quality itself. But let's go ahead and dive into each product. So let's go with the Baby Doll eyeshadow palette. The mattes work really well. They blend well, they show up well, they're nice. The two shimmer shades in this palette, which are these ones right here, they're not super there and sparkly. They're very toned down. They don't give you that big bam bit of shimmer on your lid that I personally would like. Like I said though, if you're going to an office job or whatever job, a 9 to 5, and you need something a lot more subdued, these would probably be perfect for you. And I will tend to still use them and like put them under other shadows and just play around with them, because I love makeup and I like to do that anyway. But anyway, this is the Baby Doll eyeshadow palette. And then for the liquid shadows, obviously I could not use all of them today. I want to say that I love the matte ones. I truly do so far. I've only used one of them, but I think they were fun to use and actually blend out in the crease as if I was using a powder shadow. So I'm really excited to work with these more. And then when it comes to the shimmer ones, I'm a sucker for a good shimmer. I think Fembot has a lot of nice glittery shimmer to it for sure. However, like I said, in the component, it does look more on the kind of like gold side with the flexes of the other colors when the light hits it. At least in real life, it may not look like that on camera. But when you put it on the eye, it actually pulls more of the colors, like the blue color of it, than it does in the package. So that's one thing to note. However, it is nice, and it is more of a drier formula, which has really nothing to do with anything. That's not a pro or a con. It's just noting the formula type. Then with the shade Nerd, it's beautiful. It doesn't have the sparkle. It's more of a metallic. But man, it is a gorgeous color, and it may be my favorite of the two to wear, and I'll put like a glitter topper over the top. So with the highlighter, I may have messed up and gotten the wrong shade. If I did, then I think I would have to say that some of that falls on me, and if I got it lighter, it may perform better. However, if not, these are not like mega in your face. If you want something mega in your face, you may not like this. It's not super blinding. You probably could build it up, but it is a lot more just subdued and not like in your face. So for me, I like something that's extremely blinding, and you can really tell that that highlight's there. And so for me, I will still use it, and it is still nice, but it's not my like #1 preferred. And then for the lip products, the lip stain in Popular, I think it's fun. It doesn't put out a whole bunch of color at once. You kind of have to really push to get it out. But I think it's nice. It's a cool concept, and I love how it makes your lips look so natural with like just an upgraded shade. Like it's your lips but better kind of thing. So I do like this. And then probably my favorite products, it may just be the lip products tied with the liquid eyeshadows. Or maybe the liquid eyeshadows come first. Liquid eyeshadows come first, but I love these as a close second because plumping products are my absolute favorite because of the way they feel on the lips, which I've already stressed. Remember, I did get them in Pink Razor and VCR. VCR was the one lone lip gloss that came by itself in that box with no invoice, by the way. But anyway, one is pinky and one is more of a brown nude color. Super nice. I do wish that they had a doe foot like on a stick. That is my preferred way. However, they don't, and they're a squeezy tube, which is kind of a little hard for me to squeeze out, and it's kind of harder to get more of a precise application, but I still really like them. And honestly, you guys, those are my thoughts. I do think the prices are amazing. Like, she could have charged way more, like a lot of people do. But she didn't, and so I really like that, and I think that it's all definitely worth the money, keeping in mind the things that I've said. So that is it, you guys. Let me know down below what you think. I do want to say thank you to my patrons as always: Jeremy, Maddie, Davis, Janae, Casey, Mel, Vicky, Vanessa. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being a patron. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this and tons of other different types of content. You can do that by hitting my face right up there, and you can watch another video by clicking right over there, and it would mean the world to me if you would do so. And I hope you have a great day or night or whenever you may be watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.